Chat system, who cares? All right, here we go, guys. You know, we might even have to go. Let's go above and beyond. Let's go to 2. How big is that? Yes, there we go. Beautiful. Here it is, guys. I've been bitching so long. Vice captains may now assign teams to the buildings in the Guild War. Thank God. Guys, okay, I already read this patch. I already read it. Hi, I'm Cash. I already read this patch. This might be the second best patch update that they've done. Literally, not even kidding you guys. I know that I just saw, and it's funny because I just saw Megan's video about like stamina and stuff, and they're like, screw stamina, we're gonna just add crap to the game. So of course we already know. I'm not even gonna get into that. I already did a video on Moonlight, Dingo, and Araminta. Now they have videos. I don't care. I'm definitely not doing another video. That's just, I feel like that's just greedy because some people didn't know that they were in the journal, but now it's like, oh, well, look, guys. I think it was actually a mistake that they put them in the journal, to be completely honest with you. I don't need them to tell me how they work. I already know how they work. I did a video on that. You guys can check that on my channel if you want to, or any channel that you feel like it. But let's just go here. First of all, I'm like, Hunt? For some reason, I thought, like, oh, they're just doing another raid when I saw this, because I saw the Azimula, and I was like, okay, it's another one of these. But it's not. It's actually a brand new Hunt that's going to have a brand new mechanics, and it's going to, let me just go down here, it's going to give you the Rage, the Immunity, and the Unity set. Dudes, I've been wanting to have, and if you guys don't know me specifically, I love Counter and Unity, more so Counter because it's the 4-piece set, obviously. I love that stuff, man. I love to manipulate that because and until they add RTA and friendlies, you really can't, or like replay friendlies or replay arena or whatever. It's gonna be so funny to fight people and then like, haha, you're gonna have to deal. You don't know that my crew is attacking like crazy. Like Bologna on a Unity set, like a full Unity set with Rose Hargana would be crazy. It's like, it's just increased chance, so you'll see it happen more often. That's all I want. That's all I literally want. Now, the big one for a lot of people is going to be the Rage set, because a lot of people want to try Rage, but they can't get a full good set of it. Now, this is going to increase the chance of that. That's cool. You know, like in the Immunity set, a lot, that's honestly, for the big time players, that's a huge thing, because the ability to farm immunity is pretty much endgame PvP. Like, you don't really do it for PvE. There's certain stages where that might come into play. Like, oh, in this boss fight, you know that they're going to start off with a move, so get your immunity set. So in the beginning, no. Immunity set is for PvP, so you can run a slower team. Or if you want to just be safe, and if your team happens to get outsped, at least people like Shadow Rose won't affect you. People like anyone that just tries to debuff you in the beginning of the fight. Shadow Rose is going to be pretty much useless in the meta when this drops, because everyone will have the ability to start off with immunity set. You can run whatever 4 set you want in an immunity, or two sets and immunity. If you're about PvP, that's pretty much all you're going to do, and now it's more accessible to you. Regardless of what the role is, it's only 3 outside of like Banshee, which has 4 different things that you can get. Now you can actually just run immunity set, and it's about first turn. So, you know, people speed tune their stuff for Shadow Rose or for you know, Domino, or all these speed tune people to go first to debuff you, and now you don't have to deal with that. You can actually run a slow comp. You can literally run a slow comp now and not have to worry about getting defense broken, because now your tanky units are going to die because their defense broken, and their big AoE nuke is just going to clear up everything. No. Your water units will still have to worry about Flurry, but that's literally it. That's the only thing you have to worry about. So, like, I don't know, that's huge. The ability to farm and craft these 3 things, and I'm happy that they've done that. And I already know that they're gonna introduce some type of rune set later on. If you guys didn't know, they do have a. I can just show you, right? Interesting. It used to be there. I don't know if you guys used to see it, but in your character thing, it used to show penetration. I don't know if you guys ever seen that. I'll hide my face for a second. On the left side here, it used to show penetration. I don't. Some people might know, some people might not. But it used to show penetration. But apparently now it's not. But penetration used to be there. It definitely used to be there, 100%. So it's kind of funny that it's not there anymore. But I already know that probably wasn't accidental. They probably put it there accidentally, but and eventually the next set, one of the next couple sets in the game, because they should just keep adding sets. I actually like one of the things in Knights Chronicle where they just have a bunch of sets where you could really customize your character to really do different things in the game, and that's where I liked when they added this set, and I hope they add more. So there's just more options for certain characters, like cooldown set, so a set that lets you use less cooldowns that make different characters more viable, like Tamarine, Corvus, and other characters in the future, depending on who they drop. And who doesn't want a Spider Lord's mace? All right, let's get out of here. And it also has a, as you see here, sorry, let me scroll back up. It has a Hunt 11, so this is going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of content for some people, including myself, because I can actually do the Hunt 10s of everything. So I know that's going to be everyone's first content. A lot of people's videos on YouTube are going to be Azimac Hunt 1 through 10, or how to beat stage 10 and 11. You know the YouTubers, YouTubes. All right, special change for a character I don't have. Can't be excited about it. I never had Ricarus, and I know which is sad about this is that a lot of people probably use that transmit stuff. So I'm curious. I'll read here briefly as I'm scrolling down to this, and I don't know if they are gonna give you one, because it kind of sucks because they nerfed the character. Like, they nerfed Axel, but they let you know immediately that he was getting gonna get a specialty change. So like, hey, hold off. But Ricarus was just kind of like a rumor, and since he is technically, you're not guaranteed to get him when you do your Moonlight summons, but it's just weird that they kind of like nerfed him for like a long time and then gave him a specialty change later on. So a lot of people already did that. So I kind of hope that they have some form of giving him to you again. Maybe that's me saying greedy, but you guys let me know what you think. I think that's kind of messed up, just a little bit. Attacks all enemies with a hardened spirit art with a 75% chance to dispel a buff from target before having a 75% chance to stun with the highest combat readiness regardless of skill miss. Oh, it has a chance to stun whether he misses or not, but why would he miss though? That's kind of weird. Recovers caster's HP after they attack. Amount recovered is proportional to the caster's attack. That doesn't even sound that great. Animation looks cool though. He doesn't tickle my fancy. But he was good from before. I know he wasn't really good, but it still seems like he's like a support-esque warrior. He's not really meant to like do a bunch of damage. But hey, I guess it's nice that it's nice to have characters that if you do happen to have them, they have a specialty change. I would have wanted one for like no, all of them are 3 stars, right? Yeah, they're all 3 stars. Any other 4-star that gets a change is usually like just get the Moonlight version, but I'm not really gonna spend too much time on that. Whatever. But I'm pretty sure that he's good and worth the specialty change if you're gonna get it. Epic Catalyst adjustments. Adjustments have been made to some stage bosses and catalysts dropped by these bosses. The number of stages in which certain epic catalyst drops has been increased. Still not what I want from epic catalyst drops. Like this 2-S3 now will drop Fuse Nerves. That's all they're pretty much doing. They're adding, this is like early Nightmare Mask before, and I actually complained about this in the Black Curse Powder. If you wanted those, you had to go to like 9 something, and it kind of sucked. And the way that the catalyst system is currently, it's why it sucks, is because you have to go to certain stages and you can't farm, you can't finish out your characters unless you have that. So this actually makes it easier because the 2 world stages are, 2, 3 are not that hard. You can reasonably do them, especially with the support. So it's not that bad, but I still wish that they worked on the mechanic of how epic catalysts work. That would just be better. No one wants to farm, and that's why I was gonna max out my can. I really want to. The only thing that's stopping me is the fact that I don't have his epic catalyst, and I farm the stage. It's 3. It's in World 3. It's like this little stupid. It's one of the Urbis stages, so it's like off in the corner, and it's not that hard for me. It's easy for me to do. It's actually the same issue that Anthem has. It's like, yo, just give me the stupid drop. It's like, oh, I'm surprised that what's going on in Anthem as far as loot, that they're not complaining about it in this game. Like, yo, give me the loot. And then let me do stuff with it. You know, that's all I want. That's why they're bitching in that game. But next up, memory imprint. Who gives a damn? All right, it's not. It's this is pretty much for like people that mess up. Like, yes, if you have, like, let's say if you were pumping up the wrong hero, like, this will actually be good for a person like me, because I have, like, let's say I have a bunch of silk. So, like, I can level up one silk, throw everything into her, and instead of, like, leveling up, I should just show you guys. It's easier to show. So, this is my actual silk, the first silk that I've ever gotten in my life. She is C. As you guys know, I think she could take... Oh, nice, I can show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, she could take pretty much 5 more. Now, I love Silk, even though I don't really use her. Here we go. I have 3 dupes of her, and I still kind of want to give it to her. But the problem with it is that if I was to be optimal, I would have to level these 3, four-star maximum, turn them into 5-star fodder, and then give them to all 3 of her. But with the new system, what I could do is I can, boom, take this one, use these 2 to level this up to 5. Then these 2 will take it over, will take the thing, and then now when I go back to my normal silk, it will then give her the 3 changes, a 1, 2, and then she will be S, 7.3. Instead of having to do it, it makes it a little bit easier for when you have multiple fodders. It's definitely, it's a nice change, but it's like, I still would just prefer them to change memory imprinting to be what we kind of want it to be, is that it affects every character, including the one that is there with the memories, the guy that has his mind read, whatever. But that's just what that means. If you guys were confused about why they did that, it's probably because people were pissed because maybe they had messed up and gave a bunch of characters one, and then they gave another one, and then they had to pretty much drop one and then give them the correct one that they wanted to use, all the proper memory imprinting. That's pretty much what that is. So that's what it's for, if you guys didn't know what that meant. Some beautiful fixes here. Charles Slash now correctly activates Smash even if the target was defeated. That is a huge if that was not working correctly, because his thing is not like Dust Devil. His thing is similar to like Says. If he hits a low health target, same thing with Cigarette. If you hit a low health target, half health target, if they're hit, then this second thing triggers regardless. If the target dies, the second thing should trigger regardless. So that if people were feeling that Charles was underperforming, it's probably because of that. So thankfully they fixed that. Dual attacks not being triggered by Tamarine Serene Tune. Oh, that's her idle form S1. That would suck. I never had that issue, but good thing that they caught that, because I would have been pissed. Monsters in Wyvern stages 9 is done. They're changing some stuff. I don't have an issue with this. I think that, usually when you die, it's because of, because your team's not ready. But I guess he was getting too much attack. Now they changed that. So that's cool, I guess. Stage 6, yeah, don't care about that. Abyss Floor, we're not even up to that. At least in my channel, we're not. But, when they fix stuff like this, it's good. It's just a nice thing to see that at least when you go to these floors, things are accurately described so you can properly plan and do stuff about it. So always nice that you know what that mostly is? That is feedback mostly, in my opinion. That is people saying, yo, that doesn't make sense. And they throw it at them and like, yo, it says that they're supposed to die and not come back, but every time I play, they keep coming back. The whole thing is full of zombies. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, inventory has been improved, Where did I even say this? I don't have my glasses or my contacts. Please forgive me. I know you won't forgive me. Improvements have been made to filter options available when selling artifacts via the inventory. That's pretty good. So now you can just be like, I don't want my 2s or my 1s or even my 3s. Take them all away. Quick sell. Beautiful. Chat system. Who cares? All right. Here we go, guys. We might even have to go. Let's go above and beyond. Let's go to 2. How big is that? Yes, there we go. Beautiful. Here it is, guys. I've been bitching so long. Vice captains may now assign teams to the buildings in the Guild War. Thank God. Holy. I actually, if you guys don't know, and there's probably no way you would know unless you were in my guild, I had to give up my captainness because I had to. I had to give it up because I would either falling asleep or I had to give that shit up. I was like, yo, I can't always be available. It's too hard. I need to give it to someone that is more active in the guild. I gave it to my one of my best friends, Tachi. I had to give it to him because I was like, yo, you're always on the game. You're always aware of it. And I was trying to do it like when I was at work. I work security. It's not like it's hard. But days when I wasn't at work or I would do a bunch of stuff, I would just kind of fall asleep. And then if I happened to not wake up by 5 a.m., my time, guess what? Now the guild got screwed. It only happened to us once, but there was a couple times, I think 2 or 3 times before that I almost got screwed off with that. And now it's great because now not only can Tachi still do it, I could still do it, and another dude and all my other vices can still do it. It's not like it's a hard process. It's not hard. It's just like you don't want to screw anyone else. But now any vice captain can now set defenses. Thank God, man. Guild War, I don't even know what the rest of the stuff is. Who cares, honestly? I'm just so happy. Like, who cares? But you've got, like, that's big. That's huge. On top of that, the new hunt, the Moonlight characters. It's nice that it's nice when they don't actually drop new characters. I know that there are 2 new Moonlight characters or whatever, right? But at the same time, it's really good that that they dropped a whole bunch of other stuff like that, and not really any new characters that you can go for. Nothing to distract, you from trying out this new hunt. And hopefully by this time you should be somewhat near finishing the side story. So now it is time to go hunt farming. I've been saying that I'm gonna just spend a couple days just hunt farming. Some random stuff here. I really don't care. I really don't care. All right, so boom, shakalaka. We got this was really a big win for us, us players, as far as that. They still got more to work on, but they do an update every week. You really can't be mad about that. They do an update every week, so there's always something that they're looking to change. And honestly, a lot of the games that, Summer's War wasn't perfect when it first came out. A lot of these games were not perfect when they first came out. They just need a chance. And I think that even if people play with other games, they play other games, that's fine. Let them play other games while this game gets better and better, because I think these games are not always going to be played every day, 24/7. You just can't do it. You have, you have other lives. Unless you're like a content creator, makes sense. Like I make it my job or my duty to play this game more often because I want to make content for it. But for other people, you're not making content for this game. They're more casual, man. So give them something to do for a little bit and then disappear. Play another game. That's fine. I think that's actually fine. But I still think that they need to work on the stamina. I do think if they lowered the stamina, a lot of stuff, people could play a lot more. And you don't have to give them a lot because you don't really get much half the time. Especially if you're Epic Catalyst farming. If you're gear farming, you're not going to get a lot. And I think this game can learn from Anthem, and Anthem can learn from this, any gacha game really, is that really you see that the loot, people want, they want stuff and they want to be able to do with what they get. That's why I've been saying they should have Epic Catalyst crafting. I've been saying this for a long time, and I'll keep saying it until it happens. That's why. So when you farm something, you get some type of positive reinforcement that you're progressing. If you look at Anthem, that's the only thing that they're complaining about. And that's the same thing that we've been complaining about in this game. But you don't see anyone boycotting or anything like that. But that is why they need to have something like that. Because it would change the game. It would literally change the game. It would change how many max characters you see, how easy they are to obtain. Yes, it makes it easier, but that's great because not that many people have max awakened characters or max skill characters, and it's more luck based than it is skill. In a game where it doesn't have to be all luck based. I know they like luck and gacha, but I don't know. I liked when I played other games, and when I look at other games and their characters are completely maxed out, and it just looks cool. It looks like, wow, that guy invested into his team. And it looks, you look at my Ken, and it's like, oh, I thought Ken was like one of your best characters. Why is he not, max skilled, and why is he not match awakened? And all I can say is that I didn't get the materials. Like, why? Oh, go farm them. It's like, I can't. I tried. I tried farming them. I can't. So That's all I'm gonna say about that. This is a good step in the right direction. This shows that feedback, again, like I've been saying, feedback is coming and they are taking it. They're finding what to prioritize and they are doing it. So if you guys have issues with stuff, let them know. It's clear that this stuff is feedback because games don't fix stuff like this unless they have to. If it was up to them, all you would have saw here would be Hunt. That's new stuff, right? Hunt is new. That would have probably been the only thing. A lot of the other stuff in this game is literally just feedback. This is feedback. Who gives a damn about the memory imprinting? This is like, oh, that's nice. This is like feedback. I don't think that this was something that people were probably complaining about. And they probably thought, oh, that's a smart thing. And it's probably easy to implement, so they fixed it first. And you leave the easy stuff, you do the easy stuff first. And anything that's more difficult, like the epic catalyst economy that I'm talking about, they can't just instantly just fix that. I know that. That's why I don't like complain about it too much. The economy in the game, like, oh, just lower stamina here, like just lower it. So like lower all the hunts to 1 stamina. Imagine that you could do 130 runs a day. Yo, people would be insane. But like at the same time, that's what people want. Like they want to lower it, but how low do you want to go? What is it low enough that the economy in the game and the resources in the game benefit them and also benefit you? Or benefit them completely and not benefit you at all. Like, you have to be mindful of what you guys, sometimes people ask. It's hard, man. I understand it as a business, you know, like, they don't want to give you too much because then, you won't get anything. But, alright, guys, I'm out. Let me know what you guys think of the patch. I'm happy, as you can tell. Very happy. Peace.